Hey guys, Dazzler Magic here, and you might be asking yourself lately the same question that everybody is. What the heck is wrong with Standard now? And to make matters worse, we only have 5 sets legal. We are about as far away from a rotation as you can possibly get. In fact, what is it, 50 weeks? I think we're 50 weeks away from a rotation. Well, unfortunately, the answer to the first question really indicates that it's not going to get any better anytime soon. This is where the more fuel you throw on the fire, the worse it gets, and the fuel is just more cards, without removing any cards, obviously. So the number one problem is control. Anybody who plays on Arena, X-Mage, MTGO, or goes to FNM in all likelihood has realized that control is a little bit overpowered right now. It's just too damn good. I mean, it's not just complete and utter Control-Z lockdown of, Teferi Blue-White or Teferi Turbo-Fog, Nexus, any of that crap. But the end result is about the same. So other people are saying, something more like, it's not incorrect, but it's less specific, a little bit more general. Well, let's see, we've got Izzet, which is a control guild, and then we've got Dimir, which is a turbo control guild. We got Boros, which is military, yes, fight it out in the combat phase, all right. But also they're running 2 control colors. Well, at least a permanent removal, I should say. Then we got Selesnya. Really no control. I mean, green has basically nothing. And then white, I mean, you got a convocable exile. Okay, cool. I mean, everybody's got to have something. It's just I wouldn't call it a control guild. It's creatures, armies, flood, let's go. Then you've got Golgari, which is just blow everything up. So obviously control guild. In fact, they're like blow everything up, including our own creatures. It's almost like Control Plus. It's like blow everything up, and then on top of it, we're going to do something with that. So 3 out of 5 are control colors, and guess what, everybody? Orzhov and Azorius are coming. You want to talk about control. Azorius, like, control is like on their business card, and then Orzhov is just, let's just blow everything up. Rakdos, I mean, they're kind of like a more control-oriented sort of version of Boros. I mean, it depends how they want to go. They can be as control-y as they want, basically. Then you got the bioengineers. They're probably going to be another Selesnya, where they're trying to do something, and all the other guilds are just going to undo it with the level of control, so they're dead on arrival, in my opinion. Unless their mechanic is literally hexproof, I don't think that we're going to see anything from them at all. And I forgot what the other guild is, but who cares? We're talking about Standard right now. And people are saying there's too much control. There's 5 sets that are legal. There's not too much of anything. I mean, they could have gone a little lighter, but then like draft and pre-release would have suffered, any kind of sealed really. But first of all, here's why control is needed, why it's important. Why not just print none? Well, because then there'll be one best deck, period. Whatever the fastest, quickest damage is, they win. It's that simple. So we gotta make it not that simple, or it would be boring. And it stops just idiotically all-in glass cannon combos. If somebody's doing this, oh, this goes into this goes into this is okay, I win. You need to be able to stop it somehow. And if someone's progressing their board state, you need to be able to throw a monkey wrench in it and destroy the most important piece of it. That's just very, very, very needed in Magic the Gathering. Oh, so why not just run, 4 Stormtide Leviathans, the rest are all counterspells in exile? Because at a certain point, you're going to run out of ways to stop what they're doing, and then they're going to keep doing what they're doing. You cannot match them card for card. If they have 40 creatures and you have 30 removal or counterspells, whatever, and then 10 creatures, you can't match them card for card. It can't be done unless you're outdrawing them. Hey, funny I should mention that. Here's one thing you can never do with control decks. Let them draw too many damn cards too easily. That's what was wrong with the old Teferi decks. It's what's wrong with the new Teferi decks. That's what's wrong with Magic right now. Too much draw. What they did is they took draw and moved it to jumpstart, and now we're all screwed. You cannot pair easy, recurring, effective late game draw and draw without even needing a card. Because just think about it. You use a jumpstart draw. Okay, you draw 2 and there it goes. Oh, now it's in the graveyard and I could use it again. Well, you didn't have to draw your draw source again. And your draw source isn't some, creature sitting out on the battlefield that can get blown up. Short of emptying somebody's graveyard, you can't stop them. They're going to be able to draw more later. Every spell they get that has draw on it, that has jumpstart, they can use it twice, eventually. And trust me, they are in no hurry if they've got the game locked down. Doesn't matter if they can't do it till next turn or any of that. Now, the whole thing was supposed to be, oh, but they have to discard a card, because honestly, Flashback was a little bit too powerful. Well, and so was Torrential, oh my gosh. You ever heard of a little card called Snapcaster Mage? I mean, whenever you let somebody cast something again from their graveyard, it's going to be good. People are going to play it. It's going to be expensive. So letting them just do it by printing it on the damn card, I mean, I think they went a little bit too far with that one, but they wanted Izzet to get those charge counters going and to get that storm count going, which is funny because storm is a 10 on the storm scale, and they named it after it. They should have just said, Izzet had global warming happen and blew away their storms. They don't do storms anymore. Now they fight with robots. Izzet was a mistake. Jumpstart was a mistake. But it's not just, I blame the entire state of standard right now on Jumpstart. No. It's control, really, really good control, mixed with Jumpstart. Specifically Jumpstart draw, but I'll also throw in, removal that you can do twice because of Jumpstart. And the whole, you have to discard a card. Yeah, it's called a land. Those cards that you constantly draw and don't need late game. So it's nothing. It's just flashback. Now, the other thing is people just say card advantage. It's all about numbers. It's all about card advantage. No, card advantage means nothing if you don't draw the right card. Now, on average, you're going to, but still, every time you slip up and draw a land or something, it's not card advantage. If you draw your 11th land, it's not a card advantage. There's zero advantage there. Drawing the correct card is infinitely more valuable than just, I have more than you. That's why I hate it when people are just like, card advantage. This is card advantage. This will give me card advantage. I don't need card advantage if I've got a tutor. I'm just going to go in my deck and grab what I want. There's a card advantage of 1. Actually, no, I'd use 1 card to go get another card. That's actually not card advantage. But guess what? I'm going to win. And that's where Surveil comes in, which is scry and then some because of Jumpstart. So blue Surveil and recurring Surveil on permanents is pretty nuts. So you're outdrawing your opponent 2-1. You can cast half your spells twice. You have more than one answer for everything they could ever possibly do because you're just outdrawing them that hard. And then on top of it, you're also filtering cards you don't need out of the way, throwing cards that you can jumpstart into the graveyard directly without having to cast them once. And then you're drawing the right card. You're making sure that you put the correct card on top of your library and then drawing it. So consistency mixed with card advantage or sifting, sorting, scrying, whatever you want to call it. Just, consistency is really what I call it. Mix it with pure card advantage on top of that, and then mix it with, the 2-for-1 special, and surprise, Izzet and Dimir can't be stopped. And if you've been on Arena, yes, they cannot be stopped. And somebody, told me the other day, well, it's not just Izzet and Dimir, it's, Dimir Golgari mix. It's 3-color Dimir with black added so that you can run, or is it with plus black? I don't remember what the hell they were saying. It's probably freaking Nicol Bolas deck or whatever. I mean, if you look at the theme, how it plays in the cards in it, it's still Dimir. They added a color to Dimir, it's still a Dimir deck, okay? Oh good, you added some red crap and a Bolas. Well, good for you, it's still Dimir. It's still scry, draw, control. I mean, does that sound familiar to anybody? So it's a perfect storm, and this is why I'm concerned. What the actual hell are they gonna do to fix it? Are they gonna give Simic, hexproof 50% across the board? Are they going to say every single creature spell can't be countered? Or if a creature is bigger than X, it can't be countered, and that's the mechanic? I mean, what are they going to do? It enters the battlefield with protection from pick a color? I mean, what are you going to do? There's no way to even this out. Once somebody can outdraw you with counter spells, removal, exiling, and everything, just all of control, you're dead. There's nothing that can go up against that. What are you going to do? Cast a creature? It's destroyed. Cast a spell? It's countered. So if you can't beat them with creatures and spells, what are you going to do? Make your creatures not get countered, your spells not get countered? I mean, what are we going to have? Supreme Verdict? Oh boy, 1 spell. There's no way out of this other than a ban, and then you think, well, what the hell would they ban? The entire Izzet guild? I mean, banning every single blue card that has Jumpstart on it and says the word draw would be probably a good start, but that would only be a start. That wouldn't even fix the problem. And you would just kill people's decks. I mean, you could go all in Surveil with Dimir and it would probably still work, but outdrawing my opponent is kind of what I do with my Dimir deck, so it wouldn't be nearly as powerful, but that's kind of the point. But Izzet would just be dead. They'd be absolutely dead. I mean, good. They deserve it. I hate them. But what I'm thinking is with the release of Orzhov and Azorius, we are just simply going to see a control-a-thon, just ridiculous. And I've been posting these screenshots on my community page and Discord and that kind of stuff. It's Dimir versus Izzet or Dimir versus Dimir or just whatever, and it's turn 40. I mean, I don't know how many I drew, so it's probably turn 30 because I drew some extra cards. Either way, there's 10 cards left in my damn deck. There's 15 cards left in my opponent's deck, and we're just staring at each other's lines of land. There's nothing left. There's nothing there. Nothing either resolved or everything got blown up instantly. So who has the better control? Who cares? At that point, it's just who can top deck Banefire. You know why? Because it can't be countered. Look, when your win condition is one card because it plays around control, you know Standard's messed up. And I've had just dozens of games like this. Where it's just, okay, I did this. Nope, it got countered. They did that. Cool, I blew it up on my turn. Oh, now I did this. Nope, they stopped it. Oh, no, I blew that up. Nope, I countered that. They countered this. It's just boring. It's stupid and boring. It's completely pointless. So as soon as we just get the added fuel to the fire of Orzhov and Azorius, and God only knows what that mechanic will be, those two mechanics, I should say, I'm sure they'll have something to do with control. Nobody will be able to do anything. It'll be like watching a Teferi mirror match. It'll just be, oh, well, let's just waste our time with this one and then go to the sideboards where I've got, Nyx Lion's Binding. I could just shut down an entire portion of your deck, hopefully. I can almost guarantee that Azorius will have name jammers. I think we're going to see Meddling Mage get directly reprinted, especially since it's a wizard, I believe. And I think jamming cards by name might come back, and that'll be how you shut it down. You just say you can't run this, Surveil counterspell. I forgot what it's called. Oh, Sinister Sabotage. Oh, you can't run Conclave. You can't run Ixalan's Binding. That would be nice, but, I mean, it demands a knowledge of what your opponent's playing, and then it might be too late, maybe. I don't know. It would help. I mean, just disassembling the most important pieces of their deck one at a time. That's the closest I can get to stopping it. I don't know if you guys have any ideas other than, like I said, can't be countered hexproof, can't be countered hexproof. Oh, that's fair. I'm so sure Izzet and Dimir will beat them in combat. Like, literally, that's the only way to kill a Trapjaw, or not, Carnage Tyrant. You have to beat it in combat. I mean, I hit somebody with the Eldest Reborn and they had to sack it. That was pretty funny. But within reason, no, you better do 6 damage to it in combat, and FYI, it has trample, because you can't target the damn thing. So just making things, permanents, creatures, whatever, spells even, that are immune to control is the only way around this. So I don't think that they're going to ban anything either, because they're like ban circumstances. They're, what would you call it? Like the rules for when they institute a ban, like win percentages, percentage of the meta, matchup win percentages, the statistics and all that, doesn't really apply. And it's so not on Wizards' radar. Like, I cannot stress this enough. It is not even in their train of thought anywhere about how fun is Standard right now. All they care about is statistics, win percentages, advantages, the meta, the pro scene, the numbers from MTGO. But is anybody actually having fun playing your stupid game, Wizards? Take a step back and ask yourself that. Is anybody having fun, and why are people not showing up to FNM? I'll give you a hint. It's because they're not having fun. Oh, it must be card prices, it must be card quality, it must be this or that, or the weather, or the season, or Hearthstone, or... No, it's because people aren't having fun playing your game, so they said screw it. The less control there is, the more fun people are having. Simple as that. So if I were them, I would be like, okay, this whole set was designed like crap. We're going to fire who designed it, because clearly they're an idiot who doesn't know how control draw, or I should say draw go decks work, because that's what they are. They're draw go. Well, draw go plus removal, which is even worse. Like, R&D's entire job used to be to prevent draw go. They said draw go should never be a thing. It's where you draw a card and then say go, because whatever they're going to do, you're going to undo it. You do absolutely nothing on your turn, and you have a single, creature trying to win the game single-handedly, and you just protect it. Draw go is toxic. It doesn't let your player play their deck at all. Like, literally, not at all. Like, not even one card should resolve, and if it does, it's gone within a turn. Now, they don't care. They're like, ooh, control. Ooh, it'll be a control shootout. Oh, everybody will be able to undo everybody with decisions and stuff. Ooh, it'll be more dynamic. Okay, going to turn 40 is not dynamic. That's just boring. It's boring and stupid and aggravating. So whoever failed to ask, will this actually be fun? Playing against a draw control archetype, will that be fun? Fire them. It's clearly an ex-pro player, and they don't know what fun is. They kind of forgot that the game was supposed to be fun. They're all about numbers and balance and all that. That's all wonderful, but it's got to be fun. You know what was fun? Devotion. Devotion was fun. So adding cards to this won't fix it unless it's so stupidly kill what's before it, and something I'm not even considering, which doesn't make sense because it's 5 guilds, not 5 guilds, oh, and then the 5 better guilds. This isn't like a couple cards from GRN where they just took a dump on what was before them, like the anti-tribal cards. Oh, don't forget sweepers and anti-token cards. Those are fun. I don't see that happening until the third set, so I'm not looking forward to this next set. I think it's going to be a disaster. So, like I said, the only way out of this is to ban a very high number of cards. And they don't do that. They would have to, literally apologize for the way that this is set up right now and say, sorry for the state of it and sorry for what we're about to do, but there's too much control. Control is taken over. It's a disaster. We want you to actually have fun playing. We're banning this, and this. And really, it's Search for Azcanta needs to be banned. Absolutely. Like, literally more than Teferi. Throw Teferi under the bus too. Screw that guy. And then every single jumpstart draw spell. That would be a start. Just a start. If they did that, just think you could play dinosaurs, you could play vampires, you could play whatever you want. You could go Mentor versus vampires. That'd be interesting. You could go Black-White Knights, which right now is getting shredded by control. You could actually pick a deck and play it. You could play something that's mono-white with only 8 removal in it and actually win a game without just getting your strategy shot full of holes. Games would be faster. People would have more fun playing them. I mean, it would fix everything, but are they going to have the balls to do it? No, I'd give it a 1 in 1,000 chance, tops. So get ready for another year of unplayable trash. I just can't wait. Thanks, Wizards. Hey, whenever you're on social media yelling at Wizards, make sure you tell them, hey, you forgot to make the game fun and all this control draw bullshit isn't fun. Maybe if enough of us tell them that, they'll actually get a clue. I wouldn't count on it. Anyway, you're very welcome for all the wonderful great news, but if you've been playing on X-Mage, Arena, anywhere, you know how bad it is right now. It's impossible. Nothing beats Dimir and nothing beats Izzet, period. And mirror matches, or well, just matches between any of them, any combination of them, miserable. Miserable, complete waste of time. So you know it's as bad as I said it is, and if you don't, then clearly you just don't have any concept of the meta right now at all. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully they find a way to fix it, and I'll see you guys next video.